This is our 2005 Toyota Sienna. Ever since I was a kid, I never really liked minivans, but this one specifically has grown on me. I myself don't know the history of the car, but I do know that my dad bought this from some guy in New Jersey. He's only ever changed the oil and maybe some parts here and there. Until recently, while he was driving it, he drove over a pothole and then all of a sudden there was rumbling noises. Turns out the front passenger side strut had gone bad. So in this video, that's what we'll be replacing along with the other side. Although I could do this job myself, I know that my dad can't record it. But I'm pretty sure anyone with a 2005 to 2010 Sienna can do this job as well. So, first what we want to do is locate where the struts are. They'll be underneath the windshield cowl, or shroud, whatever you want to call it. And to get those off, you first want to take off the wiper caps. You can use a flat screwdriver, or you could just use your bare hands. Doesn't matter. To remove the two nuts that are holding in the wiper blades, just use a 14mm socket, and then you can just press that on the wipers and they'll just pump right up. Now with the wipers out of the way, we can now remove the wiper cowl, which is supported by a few clips around it and underneath. Fortunately for us, this came off pretty easily. Without even saying anything, I think most of you already noticed the problem. It seems like the rust had weakened the top of it, and when my dad drove over the pothole, looks like that's when it popped open. According to Virginia Tire and Auto, generally, shocks and struts wear out every 50 to 100,000 miles, and depending on how hard you drive or how long, is also another deciding factor of how long these parts will last. So let's go ahead and remove the top three nuts that are holding it in. When replacing a part like this, you should always expect that these are not going to come out easy. This is the first time this Sienna will be having its front struts replaced, so generally these nuts will be pretty well rusted on there, so you'll need something like WD-40 to help loosen it up. You also might need a ratchet that's long enough, or you could just grab a stick and stick it on the end of the ratchet to give you some leverage. Now with the three bolts out of the way, you can definitely see it's looking a little rough. Now we have to jack up the car and get the wheel off. As a good safety measure, always put something behind the wheels to stop the car from rolling, just in case. Now that our wheel is off, the next step is to unbolt our sway bar link. Next up is our brake hose and speed sensor. Now, we have to remove these two lower bolts. These will require a 22mm socket. Okay, a little long, but looks easy, right? Unfortunately, I forgot to record us taking the strut out, but here's the other side for reference. Hopefully you got the idea. Let's go ahead and install the new strut. And before we do, take a look at this comparison. You can definitely see on our old one, the top is a little bit crumbly, and the new one, not so much. Now we can install our new strut. All we have to do now is just align the holes with the top. Now we can reattach the bottom part. But this can be a little bit tricky as it's very heavy, so if you have a second jack, you can use that to help you lift it up a little bit to align it. Once that's lined up, we can now reattach our 2 bottom bolts. Next, our sway bar link. But before you put that on, it's also a good idea to put some grease on. So that's what we did beforehand. Now reattaching our brake hose and speed sensor. Once those are both attached, now it's time to mount the wheel back on. Now with the wheel back on, we can now remove our jack stand and lower the car back down. And finally, and most importantly, do not forget, time to put back our 3 nuts on top. Now to remove the other side, we just have to remove our wiper assembly. I would explain the next parts, but unfortunately I lost my footage. But I can guarantee you it's just exactly the same as what we just did before, it's just that it's under wiper assembly and that's it. I am no way a mechanic or a teacher, but I can tell you this, if you have a Sienna, just work on it. It's very easy. Don't need to spend any money on a mechanic shop. Hi, welcome back to my channel if you're a new viewer, or the first on my video. I want to say thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It really means a lot. Obviously, I'm nearing my end of high school, so I wasn't expecting, 50,000 viewers on my first video. I did see a lot of comments saying I should polish, our Camry, do some more, probably did a little bit better. I can't blame you. I would like to polish it, but in reality, if I were to polish it, I think it would just it wouldn't look as it's not going to be worth it. It's very patchy. But yeah, if I should really polish it in the future, I don't know. Comment down below, I guess. But thanks a lot for watching though. Thank you.